So a massive warm welcome to Croome Court. So this is in Worcestershire. It's absolutely lovely here. This is a National Trust place, so we're going to go and show you around, show you the terrain and see what you think. And again, this is one of my favourite places. There's several routes you can take. We've hired the Tramper. We're going to go around and show you the scenery. So this might be one of your choices. So let's go and have some fun at Croome Court. So this is where it starts on an adventure. To the right of the children play area and the wild play. So we've got a bit of wind today, so hopefully it won't affect our recording. So this is the bit that you go up, and just through there is where you catch the transit vehicle that takes you down to the main place. So yeah, we're just going to poodle along here. Again, great terrain. If you can borrow a tramper, there's 3 of them. It's a really great idea. As we come through this, to the right there is an off-dog lead place, so you can let your dogs off the lead, but sometimes there's cattle, so that's obviously doesn't happen when you've got your cattle. So yeah, this is where the surprise happens, and this is the beginning of Croome. So dogs on lead only. So to the right is the dog area, and there's Croome Court down there. Absolutely lovely. So there's several ways to go. So today we've got our lovely Jo. She'll be coming into shot in a minute. And this is a lovely church. But what an absolutely fantastic weather. It's just absolutely lovely. So when you go along here, this is the transit cab that goes, run by volunteers. So that takes you down to the house where there's another cafe service. Also to let you know when you get to the house, they've got a ramp system that helps you get up to the floor where the cafe is. So this is the next bit we come to. Again, there's private property on the left hand side, so you do get cars coming across here. So we're going to cross the road and it takes us to the wall garden, which is an extra price. So we're quite high up here, not that you can really see, but the Malverns would be to our right. So Jo's going to just show you what it's like at the distance of the route. So we're just going to poodle along here in this wonderful, wonderful scenery in the beautiful sunshine at Croome Court. So this is the rotunda. So I came once and there was a wedding here, and they literally had sofas and literally all the cushions, and it was absolutely spectacular. We actually wanted to have a sit down, if I'm honest, but I think we would have got told off. So but that was late afternoon, so they were obviously going to have a function in the evening, a wedding function, but just absolutely stunning. So there's no access in there unless you can get up the steps. This is where we're going to be going. I'm just going to show you around here. So I'm going to meet Jo around the corner. We're having a bit of a race. Okay, you won. But look at this. This is just amazing. And we're slightly out of the wind, so there aren't many places for shelter. So please bear that in mind. But look at this. Absolutely lovely. So there is a bigger field that you can go on with a tramper. You can see where it's been cut and go all around there, and it takes you all the way alongside the river and back again, but that can get really, really muddy, so please bear that in mind. But just absolutely spectacular. So we're just going to go down this slope. Again, it's ideal if you've got a tramper. Again, beautiful terrain, but this is just so lovely. So there's a little bit, as I say, a slope. Lots of squirrels around here, but it's just so beautiful. We've come early morning, so you can collect a tramper from 10 o'clock. As I say, they've got 3 trampers, so yeah, absolutely stunning wildlife here. Absolute heaven. I'm just going to turn around and show you how big that slope is, and we can see Jo as well. So that's the slope. There's Jo. Hi, Jo. So Jo's on our recordings for Stonehenge and Avebury, so she's a real star. So yeah, we're going to carry on. I'm going to show you the next bit around the corner, because again, it's always different around the corner. So this is the bit we've just come through. So we've just come through that gate there. So at this point, you can either carry on down this trail, or you can turn left and you can go up the hill and then round that big field. Again, if you come in the winter, it gets very muddy, and also there are cows and an electric fence too. So again, be mindful, but they're not here today, so that's really good. So yeah, dogs on the lead, and we're going to take this little route, and it will take us round to the house. So this is the house, and as you see, they've got an absolutely fantastic scenery. So you just inside there's a little cafe, just this small windows there, and they're sitting outside if you have a picnic, which is really lovely. Again, dog's still on lead. But this is just absolutely lovely, Croome Court. So loads of steps. So if you wanted to access Croome Court, you needed to go around the back entrance, and then they'll all come out and sort you out. So just so that you know. But this is just spectacular. So we're going to go around to the right, and we're going to go down to the pond area, where it's like another perspective as well. So watch out for lots of wildlife. So yeah, that bridge, you can definitely not get over it. But we're going to go around this way. So that's where we started at the top, and this is the back of the house. So yeah, you've got access taking you up there, wheelchair access. So just so that you know, and we're just going to carry on along here to the left. Please be mindful where you're on this bit that the transit bus, if you want to call it that, actually comes down the long driveway and comes down here, and this is where you pick it up as well. So please watch out for it if it comes past you, because obviously they're not that small. So yeah, got that lovely bridge that's not been there that long. So yeah, but it's absolutely stunning around here. So here we are with Croome Court behind us. So it's had many different occupancies in its time, but National Trust has done it really, really lovely out there. So so yeah, so it might be one of your places, but it's just absolutely lovely. So there's the orangery over there. So we've just come all the way along here. Sometimes they have sheep there. So again, great terrain. They've stopped dogs off lead, so the dogs can't go in the water. They did used to because of the wildlife. We're just going to carry on here, and we're going to head down to the right and under the bridge, and then round the beautiful, beautiful gardens that are like a little paradise. So again, a totally different terrain. So we're going to show you that in a minute. So when you get to this bit, you can either carry on and to the left, but we're going to take the right-hand turn. So again, this is where it suddenly starts to change, and then we're going to loop round the garden. Bit working out here, and then you just come here to the left and there's a bridge. So we're just going to go around here, good bit of steering, and we're going to go under this bridge because we can, and we're going to show you when we get out the other side the magic of Croome. So this is the surprise you have when you come under the bridge. Look at this, there's a bridge over there, that's where we're going round. So we're just going to follow this trail, again a beautiful trail. And we're just going to follow it in a loop all around this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. But isn't that absolutely stunning? How amazing is this? So this is one of our wonderful statues at Croome Court. So yeah, so in the grotto is a little bit of shade, which is lovely. So yeah, we're just going to carry along up here, up a slight slope. But I mean, really, who would have thought this was here at Croome? And I know quite a few people who live locally that may not even have been here, so you might be one of the first to experience it, but what a place to experience it. So yeah, bring some drinks and things. I mean, there's nothing down this end that we've got drinks apart from the main house, and sometimes in the orangery they did used to have like just a few little snacks and drinks, so yeah, just bear that in mind. But yeah, isn't this just beautiful as we go along here? Joe and Rubik's picking up the rear. So yeah, we just absolutely love it here. I mean, look at the light on that. It's just fantastic. So yeah, this might be one of your choices. And again, if it's not, then you might find something else that's a bit more suitable. We can do the Malverns, hopefully. And yeah, but this is a little bit protected. The sun's here, so suntan lotion. And obviously, if the weather's bad, you know, keep an eye on it as well. So yeah, so we're borrowing one of their Trampers here. It's free to hire. Which is brilliant because sometimes they do charge. So yeah, we're going to turn you around in a minute so you don't have to look at my face the whole time. So after we've come for, oh, butterfly. Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh, thank you. So it's just got to us before we get to this bridge. So this is a really bumpy bridge, and I haven't got a gimbal, so we'll try and make sure that it's not too bumpy. So it's really bumpy. Look. So take your time over here. But isn't this lovely? I've been here once and seen a kingfisher, so keep your eye out. Oh God, this big. We managed it, but yeah, we saw a kingfisher here once. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Here we come up to the next bridge. I'm so glad Joe's here because I think I might run Rubik's over, which isn't ideal. So this is an even bigger bridge. Again, a bit of a ramp up. And we can see the swans, so I'm just going to stop talking for a minute. I don't want to frighten them, although this is probably going to frighten them because it's so loud. And there's the swans. Just absolutely lovely. So here we are going down this steep descent. I think we'll be glad when we get down the other side. And we made it. Whew. So that's quite bumpy there. But yeah, look at this. Isn't that just beautiful? Look at the swans. Absolutely stunning. So we're just going to go over this bridge. So it is slightly narrow, but I've done it many times, but you need to be pretty good at the little bit bumpy, but it's absolutely stunning along here. So just be mindful when you come to the end, there's a bit of a loop. So there we are going across the bridge, and they've expanded this area so you can get around. So it's a hard left. And we did it. I'm going to go underneath and back again. So here we are, we're just carrying along, and this is going to bring us right up to the top where we started. You can just about work out the church through there, and the Croome is on the side. So yeah, so we're just going to carry along here again, just absolutely lovely. And there's Croome. So we're going to go up an embankment which needs a bit of welly, and that will take us out to the top where we can see the full view. So here we are going up the hill. So again, that just comes up to the church. I'm just going to pan round a bit, and we're just going to head this way. Again, it still goes up on a slope, and we're going to head up to the church. And that brings us right round to the reception area as well. There's lots of parking spaces. Again, it gets very, very busy here. So they do go to the overflow. There's got to be at least 15 disabled bays, but please look in the description. I will put extra knowledge there. At the moment, there's no electric charging points that I know of. So again, we will let you know. So yeah, so this is a great time at Croome. Again, sun factor you might need if you're with someone, or definitely a blanket in the winter because the wind does whip up a bit here. So yeah, just absolutely lovely at Croome. So we make our way back to reception, and there's an indoor cafe. Dogs aren't allowed in, but there's outside seating. So yeah, just so that you know. So thank you so much for joining us here at Croome Court. We've had a great time, and Joe's been amazing helping me with Rubik's, so that's always great to have. So yeah, so if you choose to come here, that would be great, and if not, there might be something else more suitable. But until then, have a great time if you come here, and let's hope the weather shines. So take care. Until then, bye from us. Bye.